everyone. Are you having a good time? I need to set up my laptop. Paper is just so 1990. Yes. Actually, one thing I do want to do is just acknowledge Alex. Isn't he doing an incredible job? Josh on our table actually asked, where did we find the professional MC? Well, it's only taken me 4 years to get up here and talk about Vicky and VP. Out of pure fear of breaking down, I gracefully held back. And that's why I want to start off by acknowledging Alex, Fiona and CJ. Despite their pain and suffering, and I'm sure fear of breaking down, within just a few months of losing Vicky, they were upstanding and sharing the vision for Victoria's Promise and ensuring her legacy and promise lives on. VP simply would not exist today if it was not for their courage, determination and commitment to see Victoria's Promise through. You guys are truly amazing. I will never forget that call that I got from Vix. It's that call you hope you will never get from anyone, especially someone that you dearly, dearly love. Stu, I have the results, and I have got cancer. But I'm going to do my best to fight it, Stu. Can you come and see me? Anyone who's had this call knows what I'm talking about when I say it's the worst and most scary feeling in the world. It comes out of nowhere. And sadly, statistically speaking, we're all going to get that call more than once. We may even be the one making that call. Cancer is not only on the increase, it's also the UK's biggest premature killer. And me saying that, I'm sure as well, is a very big mood killer. But it just cannot be ignored. Even though we may feel like we want to sometimes. We owe it to our families and community to make sure the support is there when it's most needed. When I got to the Hampshire clinic, I remember so vividly the fear in Vicky's eyes. She didn't break down. She didn't cry. She just reiterated, I'm going to do my best to fight this, Stu. Of course you are, Vix. You definitely will. You're so strong. At that point, nobody knew how rare and aggressive a cancer Vicky had. Within 2 months, she was taken from us. It's devastating losses like that that very quickly put things into perspective, like how unimportant some things are. Like, Casey, your outfit for the ball. Life is truly a gift, and Vicky was such an incredible gift to this world, to us. Having gone through this experience with Vicky, and then soon after with my dad, if there is one thing that I feel most grateful for them, it's knowing how much love, care and support there was in our family. Without it, it would just be so much more terrifying and lonely for everybody who's involved. Not to mention the feeling of helpless and maybe even hopeless. And with that said, you just have to consider how awful it would be if that love, care and support was not there. And let's face it, not everybody has a Fiona Eastman in the family to fight the corner. That proactive, assertive support is so important. Under 10% of people in the UK have private health care. And you only have to turn to the news right now to hear the pressure that the NHS are under. Then there's just simply individuals who don't have family around them who are really that good at coping with this kind of prognosis. It's incredibly difficult, and it's not something that we're trained to deal with. And I also expect no amount of training can prepare you when emotions are going to take over. That's why families who are dealing with cancer diagnosis and the loved ones often need the support just as much as the patients. In particular, the children, husbands, wives, parents, and close friends and family. In the absolute worst outcome of a loss, I cannot imagine anything worse than losing someone you love and knowing that they didn't have the care and support that they really needed. Grieving is a hard enough process without the added upset or even feelings of guilt, which unfortunately is so often the case that families are left with. VP exists to make sure this doesn't happen. Several times Vicky and I would chat about her experience and how it would only build her character and how she'd be of so much more value to others because of it. How she'd be able to go on and support others who are going through similar battles. And even though she's not here today to fulfill that promise, she is here in spirit and legacy. And through us, united here as a community, we're here to keep her promise for her. A promise to help other young women who are battling cancer. And as a result of that promise, as you've just heard, we're able to provide the care support that is so desperately needed for these amazing, strong women who are entering into the fight of their life. From our professional counsellors to our women's support groups and all of our services and treatments in between. Patients and their families simply need this support, especially when many NHS services like counselling can have a 3-month wait or more. Victoria didn't have 3 months. It's for this reason the work we do with VP, the support we provide, is so critical. And thanks to you, our supporters, we're growing and supporting more and more women each and every year. We now even have women who have not only benefited from the support of VP, but have now gone on to have the all clear, but have also gone on to be a part of the community, and they're out there supporting other women in the network, just like Vicky had planned to do herself. Vicky's promise, without any shadow of a doubt, lives on. One of the things that helps us to support more VP women than anything else is, of course, the regular donations and fundraising that we receive. Grateful is an understatement. We are literally overwhelmed by the amount of people who reach out to us to offer donations and their support. So something we've decided to launch, after many people have suggested, is a VP community subscription. A simple way for our supporters who wish to support us and the women of VP on an ongoing basis. On your tables in front of you, you will notice we have some postcards. And if you're interested in subscribing to the VP community, we are asking for a £10 per month donation, £2.50 a week. And it's our hope that we can not only grow this community to be one of the largest in the UK, so that we can, of course, indeed support many more women, but also to keep our subscribers extremely well informed with our initiatives and growth as we grow together. If this is something you feel you'd like to be a part of, please just fill in the card. You'll see them on your tables. We would really appreciate if you would do it now. And we'll be in touch to provide more information about the subscription very soon. On behalf of our founders, the VP team, and of course the women of Victoria's Promise, thank you so much for being here and for your support.